Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Timmy Treacle, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite actors from the late 1970s, early 80s. Um, Although this person did do work up until 2007, uh, I've only seen three of his movies. I haven't seen anything else, but his characters have really stuck with me. And the movies that I have seen of his, um, I can't get enough of, and they are some of my favorites. But today I'm going to be talking about the actor Keith Knight. Um, Keith was born on January 20th, 1956, in Ontario, Canada. He was an actor from 1978 to 2007. The first movie that I seen him in was his film debut, where he played Larry Fink Finkelstein, and that movie is Meatballs. Meatballs um, was uh, one of the very first movies I've seen. I remember watching it on Betamax, actually, and with it, of course, it has Bill Murray, who is fresh off Saturday Night Live, and you have the introduction of another actor, Chris Makepeace, in it as well. This movie was also written, I believe, by Harold Ramis. Uh, but this was a fun uh, summer camp comedy film, and Keith played a great character in this movie, playing Fink. And one of my most memorable scenes with him is when he makes the basket there against Camp Mohawk, and he's just strutting his stuff, and they end up hitting him in the back of the head with the basketball. But besides that, there are a lot of great memorable scenes with his character. Uh, he ends up getting stripped of his pants, and they hang his pants on the flagpole because him and his buddy are listening in. Spaz are listening in on the girls' talk about secret stuff, and they get busted. He loses his pants, and yeah, it's really funny. Uh, but he's also in a hot dog eating contest too during the Olympiad against Camp Mohawk in this movie, and does a fantastic job. Now in this one though, they only eat the hot dogs. They don't do it like the traditional Nathan's hot dog eating contest where you got to have the buns and dogs. But still, he eats a lot in this movie. Uh, but this is a fun movie. His character of Fink is one of my all-time favorites, and I always watch this movie at least once, maybe twice a year, especially during the summertime. It just means a whole lot to me, and I love his character. And so, if you haven't seen Meatballs, definitely check it out. It also has one of my favorite one-hit wonder songs on it, "Making It" by David Naughton. So yeah, definitely check that movie out if you haven't seen it. Moving on to what is my favorite film with Keith Knight in it. Now, granted, I've only seen three of his movies. I'm trying to find more of his work. I have a lot of channels to look through, and I'm hoping to see some more of his work, both in movies and on television. But my favorite movie with him is 1981's My Bloody Valentine, where he plays Hollis. Uh, and spoilers, if you haven't seen the movie, there is going to be some spoilers while I'm talking about this movie. Uh, Again, My Bloody Valentine, 1981. I remember we had this movie. Um, I don't know if we had it on Betamax, but I remember it being on VHS because we wore it out. There was a part, I would say about 3 or 4 minutes in, uh, where they're at the dance hall and the tape would skip a little bit. And then it did at the beginning of the movie as well. Um, when we see the girl and the character dressed up as the minor. But yeah, this movie is one of my all time favorite slasher films. The 1980s were is notorious for slasher movies. This one is under the radar. I think it's underrated. It doesn't get the love that it deserves. And this movie should have spawned a huge franchise, just like some of the others that I love to watch. You know, Friday the 13th, Halloween, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, TCM, things like that. This should have a huge franchise. Uh, and we'll talk about the second movie here shortly. But this original movie is fantastic, and I love the character of Hollis because he's like me. He's a giant teddy bear. He loves his woman, and uh, he's a protector. And what happens to him in the movie is sad, but at the same time, he is one tough sob uh, to be able to take the nail gun to the head uh, and still find his way to his girlfriend. It's just amazing. I really wish this character would have lived longer, but you know it is a movie. Uh, but I just his character has always stuck out to me because he was the peacemaker, especially when it come between two of his friends fighting over a girl, and he was just a lovable character. But to see the transformation from Meatballs to My Bloody Valentine, at first you wouldn't think it was him, but yeah, I love the transition. Once you hear him speak, then you know it's him. But My Bloody Valentine is one of my all time favorite movies. It's one of my favorite slasher movies of all time. And Keith Knight does a great job in this movie. I haven't seen his filmography. I hope he's done some more horror movies. I would love to see him in them. Uh, I know he could do comedy. He could do the slasher movies. But I hope he's got some more in there. I can't wait to see what else his filmography has to offer. Now, the third and final movie that I have seen of his uh, is called The Class of 1984. And he plays Barnyard in this movie. Now, this movie also features Michael J. Fox, although he's credited as Michael Fox. Now, this movie is about a teacher who goes into this high school and tries to change it, shape it up. He's a music teacher. We've seen this story thousands of times where a teacher will go in to try to change school or a principal. You have Lean on Me. You have a movie called The Principal. We see a lot of these movies. This one was a lot of fun. I love the characters. Barnyard, he stood out to me. I really wish though he would have had a lot more screen time in this movie because I like this character. Uh, but I kind of understand his character wasn't the focal point because there were some other actors in the movie, which a lot of them I really didn't know all that well. But as soon as I seen Keith Knight on the screen, I was like, "Yep, there he is, right there." I had no idea he was actually in this movie because I stumbled upon it. I believe it was on my Stars channel, and it just started, and I was like, "Well, I want to check this movie out because I love '80s movies." And sure enough, I seen him in the movie. And I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "This is should be great, great movie." And it was. It was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's not quite as good, I don't think, as my buddy Valentine or Meatballs. But for me, I like his character, and like I said, I wish he had more screen time because I think he's very underrated. Not a lot of people know about Keith Knight unless you're a big movie buff like me. Not a lot of people know about him, and I just wanted to shine the light on him, and I really want to see more of his work, and the sooner the better for me. But until I can find it, these are the three movies that I've seen of his, and I highly recommend all three if you haven't seen them. And like I said, my buddy Valentine is my favorite of his, but sadly, Keith Knight passed away on August 22nd, 2007, with cancer. I believe it was brain cancer, if I'm not mistaken. And it sucks because he was one of the good ones. He was a sweet man, from what I hear from interviews and everything. And I really wish he was still around doing movies. I really wish I would have got to meet him as well. But other than that, I can't wait to see more of his work. But I just wanted to give you guys a little background on one of my favorite actors, and Keith Knight is definitely one of them. And like I said, I can't wait to see more of his filmography, both TV and movies. But until then, if you haven't seen these three movies, definitely check them out. In the comment section below, uh, give me your thoughts and opinions on these three movies and which one is your favorite. And if you know any stories or anything about Keith Knight, uh, let me know that information in the comment section below. I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. And as always, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you like this video, hit that like button. And stay tuned for many more movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reviews, top 10s, and rankings. And I believe every Friday now, I'm going to start talking about one of my favorite actors, and most notably actors that not a lot of people know about, and maybe they'll shine a little sunshine on their name, get it out there so people know who they are and what some of their work is and what is some of my favorite work of theirs. And yeah, definitely a great actor, underrated in my opinion. So definitely check his movies out and check out more of his filmography. And if you've seen any more of his movies that I didn't mention here or any TV work, let me know. And I would love to hear some feedback, like I said again, from you guys. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for much more movie content and check you later.